Okay. Hello, Congresswoman. It's Chris Owens. How are you?
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Good. Nice to hear your voice. Thanks for joining us.
Where's Major? Is he on?
Yeah.
I'm right here, my leader. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Major?
I told them you're a very busy lady. They should not keep you waiting.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I'm going to ask the Congressman to ask the first question here about our historic past 24 hours.
Well, how do you feel about the past 24 hours where history has been made? You, my leader, showed that you were in charge in California, so you did your duty. You won California. But I understand yesterday you shifted to Obama, and I just wondered, given the circumstances and in the context of the caucus and the legislature, in the Congress, how did that decision feel?
Well, let me just tell you, Major, I think that Barack Obama played by the rules of the game. He ran the race. He worked hard. He raised the money. He met the test and showed that he could do it. And the number of delegates he got proved that he had come to the time and place where he had the numbers for the nomination. And I don't think that could be or should be denied him. Hillary worked hard. She showed that she had a lot of stamina, and she got involved with women and small towns and Latinos and all of that. But in the final analysis, Barack Obama won and earned the nomination.
So I think you would agree with me that in addition to having the charisma of a Maxine Waters, Barack Obama has outstanding administrative abilities. The whole argument about experience in administration was proven by his campaign. It was a magnificently run campaign.
That's right. It absolutely was. Like I said, he earned it. And so I think that at the point that it was clear to everybody that he had done a magnificent job, it was time for people to fold in, get behind him, and get ready for taking this White House back in November, and that's where everybody should be. Everybody should be on board.
Well, Congresswoman, let me ask you this. Yesterday, when your colleague, Jim Clyburn, announced that he was going to be supporting Senator Obama, he was also asked on CNN what he thought about the ticket and whether or not he thought Senator Clinton should be on the ticket with Senator Obama. And after he said initially that, that sounds fine with him, he laid out a criteria and basically said that there has to be an evaluation of all the potential vice presidential candidates, that they need to be lined up in a dispassionate, impersonal, and non-emotional way, viewed for their strengths and weaknesses, and we have to make sure that whoever ends up on the ticket brings more assets than liabilities. Given that context, given that approach, do you believe that Senator Clinton would pass the test to be a vice presidential candidate with Senator Obama?
Well, I think that it is possible, but not probable. When I say I think it's possible, I noticed that a lot of people are seeing her in a bit of a different light. A lot of folks who had said that she was polarizing and that she was divisive saw a woman who got up every morning and worked like a champion and brought in millions of votes, got all these popular votes, and it looks as if she could team up with him, and the two of them together could do a magnificent job. But there's some other things that get in the way of that, and some of that has to do with style rather than even substance. Some of that has to do with mistakes that were made in the campaign that created, I think, a little bit of bruising here. And so I think that he is looking at an array of candidates and doing the kind of evaluation that you alluded to. And I think that she would fit a lot of that, but I don't know if it would be enough for him to ask her to run.
I think she should run as the vice presidential candidate. I think it's very important. You recall we were in Boston together where you put on that magnificent memorial tribute for Maynard Jackson.
Yes.
at the last convention. I left that convention thinking that we were overconfident. I was very upset about the overconfidence that surrounded that convention ending. And I think that we cannot afford to be overconfident here. I think that given the fact that on issues, Clinton and Obama are not far apart at all on any issues, they should go forward and try to form a united ticket. It'll help clinch the situation. I worry about Republican tricks, and I worry about the American electorate, I'm afraid.